Hey people, Indra here, 53, Techmarine and Purification Plant, blue team. Sea Loss is a Techmarine, starts off with a bolt gun, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, some Imperial Fists here. Alongside, ChunkyCoates, where's he gone? With a Mekboy, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat, puts out some good damage with a bunch of Orky gadgets. And rounding off this blue team, Desked with a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee, the Word Bearers DLC. Red team, some more Chaos fellas, dice rolled with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control, fighting in melee, the Thousand Suns elite scheme. Alongside, sk4zi with a Plague Champion, starts off with a damage over time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support, can also repair, Death Guard elite scheme. Has this been recolored? I don't think so. Been a while since I've seen sk4zi in a replay, I think. And rounding off the teams, MoonkKistJuice with another Mekboy. With some Daka on some Space Marines, teleports in behind to negate the cover, Sluggers following him in. And they've got double shooters, only one of them getting some shooting done for now. Techmarine caught out of cover, but should be okay. More scouts on the field now. Attacks in melee, getting held up a bit there. Shotguns now. There's the shotgun blast, knockback and suppression. Should be able to clean up the sluggers here. There we go. Can now maybe melee the shooter boys. But they do a lot of damage to scouts out of cover. Scouts might drop a model. Judged it well in the end. Did Sea Loss. And the shooters are sent packing. More shooters showing up, but they should be dealt with, I think, relatively easily. Back on the VP, Plague Champion getting meleeed by sluggers has to run. The Mekboy of ChunkyCoates shows up to get a flank on the enemy Orks, but I think they'll be alright. These guys got big shooters in already. On the east side, it's Chaos Lord versus Chaos Sorcerer. CSM being tied up by the Chaos Lord. Sorcerer doesn't want anything to do with this fight, apparently. Gonna come and decap this wreck point instead. Noise Marines on the way for Desked. Looks like they dropped their Heretics early on, which is not a huge deal. Big melee brawl here with the Heretics, as you can see. It looks like both of them dropped those Heretics, actually. More CSM on the way for Dice Roll. Double CSM up for sk4zi. And Heretics with an Aspiring Champion, who's got the Plague Champion jaw falling off head, which is cool. Back to the mid. Doom Bolts did some good work on the double shooters. Sluggers eat a special attack, and the Sorcerer uses it to escape. There's a lot of damage on the Sorcerer, though, as they closed in there with the shooter boys. Tarantula turret up by Sea Loss. Can be flanked around here. A little bit awkward to do. You can flank it from the other side as well. But it should give some defensive authority to Sea Loss on this side. Oh, shoots down the Plague Champion on the VP. That was sloppy from sk4zi there. Mekboy teleports in. So useful to be able to teleport with a hero that has good ranged damage, because you can negate cover by teleporting behind stuff. Of course, being able to tie things up in melee is also very useful, but that can get you into trouble more than just teleporting to a decent vantage point can. Devastators on the field for Sea Loss. The turret did fall by those Heretics getting into melee. Big shooter up for ChunkyCoates Mekboy. What about MoonkKist? Nothing here. What about shooter upgrades? No shooter upgrades at all for ChunkyCoates, but MoonkKist with Knob Leader here and big shooters on both. Knob Leader only on one so far. East side kicking off. Noise Marine stuck in melee with the Sorcerer. Chaos Lord gets meleeed down by Eternal War Chaos Space Marines. Triple CSM for Dice Roll here. Sorcerer falls down. Here come Heretics. You see that Sonic Blaster shutting down ranged attacks. Doing some good damage as well, even to heavy infantry. Really good damage there. Heretics will barely get away with Aspiring Champion. Cacophony goes off. Nice play from those Noise Marines. Sorcerer, sorry, the Chaos Lord could do with a revive. Maybe ChunkyCoates can get there with the teleportation. 457 to 451 on the VPs. Lots of Daka on the west side. Another turret up for Sea Loss. There you go. Getting some instant suppression over there. Doing some good work. Sluggers with their burners up, trying to get around the turret. It didn't turn to face them, but they are being messed up by the advanced targeting devastators. Look at that damage. Blue team should be able to pounce on the VP here. Plague Champion still twitching on the VP. No tier 2s yet. Storm Boys on the way for MoonkKist though, to try and help puncture this heavily defended west side. Plague Champion's back up. Can now flee. Lost the indicator for them unfortunately, but they are in retreat. On the northeastern power, natural power for dice roll here. Look how low the CSM are because of the AoE damage of the Noise Marines. They're able to smack them up in melee though. Cacophony had already been used. Yeah, they took a lot of damage and lost a few of their Chaos Space Marines as well. Back to the west side. Fast capping Tactical Marines under fire. Some friendly DACA coming to help out now. 2 fully upgraded shooters for ChunkyCoates. Here are the Storm Boys of MoonkKistJuice. They could do a huge amount of work here. Jumping the devs, scaring the crap out of them with power melee. Trying to get a bit of a wide approach. Maybe wait for sk4zi to show up. Not sure if they will. Heretics are mid. They got some Noise Marines of their own. And they've gone east side actually. Trying to get the power bash back maybe. They got at least 1 gen over there I believe. Don't think MoonkKist is going to wait. There's a turret and there's devastators. The turret is not covering the devs though. So they could jump those devs, although they'd be in huge amount of trouble here with a 2v1. Need to try and be patient, maybe drag one of the players out of position. Maybe the Orks will go over there to chase them. Mekboy, I'm not sure why they teleported. Oh, they're going to teleport and put a turret up, apparently. Kicking off on the east side. More Noise Marine action. Desked against the Death Guard fellas this time, but there's more chaos showing up. Chaos on chaos fighting. Plague Champion almost level 2. Sorcerer is into level 2. Has Sigil of the Rift. Using it there. Nope. I think they cancelled it by moving. West side. A little bit of orky fire. And as expected, MoonkKist gets counter-initiated, but they didn't lose too much. Didn't lose too much, although they might push the power west side now. Here's an Ork turret. Doesn't suppress like the Plague Champion and Techmarine turret, but does do full damage at all the range. And it's pretty good DPS. And it's cheaper than those turrets, I believe. Tier 2s. Looks like C lost to last to go. A War banner goes off on their natural VP. Teleporting in is the Mekboy to get some melee and some electric armor. Look at that damage on those blobbed up CSM. Here comes Sluggers to mop up as well. They get down the Mekboy, but should be easily revived from there. CSM actually held pretty well there. Some friendly fire from Blastmaster Noise Marines. Turns them into an artillery unit. I don't think you want to be too hasty to upgrade into the Blastmaster. Noise Marines do retain a huge amount of usefulness with their Sonic Blaster into Tier 2 and beyond, I think. Sometimes people are a bit hasty to upgrade it. Or, I guess it's not technically an upgrade, it's just a different type of weapon, you know. Scouts got messed up and they had shotguns, they did. There's Cacophony from the Noise Marines of sk4zi. They do still have their Sonic Blaster. Some fire over there. Was that a Dark Flames from Dice Roll, maybe? I think so. Not sure, though. It might have just been... I don't think it would have been Slugger fire. Repairs on the Ork turret. Mr. Techmarine, pretty sure that's quite a lot of heresy. Storm Boys jump in, though. And they'll take down a low-level ranged hero pretty quick. But they're being suppressed now by Devastator's overlapping fire. Burners take down the Techmarine Tarantula turret and the Ork turret goes down. No Wargear yet for the Techmarine. IR level 3. Storm Boys jumping out and retreating. Sluggers with their Knob Leader on the way for ChunkyCoates. MoonkKist already had the Knob Leader and the Knob Leader just came in for the Storm Boys. Getting a little bit wrecked. Oh, not too bad. Oh, those guys are quite low. How do you have 3 models, fellas? That was crazy. They had 3 models on like 14 hit points there until they lost one. 417 to 312. Blue team retain the west side. But here comes sk4zi with a bunch of infantry, and they're going tier 3. MoonkKist with a weird boy now to help control all this infantry. Sealos down to just scouts and devastators, by the way. Didn't even notice the tactical marines go down. There's a pile of them here, so I guess it was there probably ages ago, and I completely missed it. Techmarine falls over as well. Getting a walker, says ChunkyCoates. That means a death dread. Weird boy is up for MoonkKist. Grenade is decent. Scouts, oh, they wiped though. Stayed in play way too long there, Sealos. And because these devs weren't suppressing, they were able to move up and just outshoot them and force them off there. Is the Plague Champion around? Where is he? He's right there. Hard to spot when you don't have the bloody indicator. More attacks up for Sealos, where they drop podded in. I don't see a drop pod. Right on the power is sk4zi with Sonic Blaster. Very good at shaking apart those generators. CSM trying to put pressure on alongside the Plague Champion to get them off, shooting the Noise Marines here. And showing up is MoonkKist with a really good Weird Boy shot. Hasn't even used the Warp Vomit yet, didn't even need to use it. Can vomit on something else. Full power bash. Noise Marines are very low. They choose to back off. Didn't want to overextend. Can come back and stabilize on the VP a bit. What is this? It's a Death Dread smacking or chopping a Sorcerer fully kitted out. Rod of Warp Fire and a Demon Armor in. Dreadnought for Sealos now. Did Dice Roll get any marks for their CSM? No marks for Dice Roll CSM. Did they get no other units yet? I guess they kitted all of the... They spent all their power kitting out the Sorcerer. Beamy Death Gun Mekboy now. Powerful anti-vehicle weapon. Was not able to get a shot on the Death Dread there though before it came out of the firing arc. Death Dread's having fun rampaging in the background. Big fight here. Electric armor going in from ChunkyCoates. Warp Vomit in there. Here comes the Space Marine Dreadnought. What a fight. Big Emperor's Fist. How are they going to get away here? Okay. MoonkKist. I don't think MoonkKist lost anything. I don't think so. Chaos Lord now has Lightning Claws and just used Let the Galaxy Burn from Arm of the Inferno. Now ripping through sk4zi's Chaos Space Marines. They're going to go down, I think. A Death Dread and a Chaos Lord on them. Down they go. sk4zi down to... Oh, they did lose the CSM, yeah, down to 3 units. MoonkKist got away okay. Dice Roll just got more CSM, apparently, with the Aspiring Champion on the way. Not sure what they're up to. They're going to have 4 times Slaughter. That's going to be a lot of DPS all at once. Chaos Lord also has the Icon of Khorne. Going to try and grab the Western VP. Overlooked by a Assault Cannon Dreadnought here. For Sealos, tier 3 for Desked. sk4zi still well in tier 3s. Needs a bit of power though, because this got bashed. This is blue teams. This got bashed. Bully. I don't think this has been touched very much. Meanwhile, all the CSM shot down a generator, but here comes a Death Dread. They can't do much about that. So they all flee. Maybe could have been a bit more elegant there and kept them in play, but Death Dread probably would have just chased them off in melee and done a bunch of damage. Plasma Cannon. Hits one fella. Assault Cannon Barrage. Not quite a flush hit. Chaos Lord waiting relatively patiently. There we go. Now he goes in. Goes after the Storm Boys. I think the Storm Boys now jump. Stunning on landing with the Knob Leader there. It's a big fella. Got the improved rocket packs as well. Here comes a Death Dread. And here comes Electric Armor. Been used mainly defensively by ChunkyCoates, waiting for stuff to get into their backbones and then electric armor in it rather than teleporting in and using it, which of course takes a bunch of your energy to teleport. 350 to 238. Let the Galaxy Burn. A decent hit actually. Here comes Sluggers from ChunkyCoates. Eat a Warp Vomit, but the Death Dread's putting pressure on the Weird Boy. Beamy Death Gun setting up. Going to get at least a couple of hits, I think. Blastmaster gets a good hit. Oh, maybe only one. Only gets one hit. Tried to teleport back, but it does turn him around. Blastmaster with another good shot on the Death Tread. Can he get another hit here? There's Blessing of the Omnissiah to repair all the allied vehicles from the Techmarine. Sluggers got wrecked by the Blastmaster there. Those were ChunkyCoates sluggers. Were being an important part of that sentence. Level 4 Chaos Sorcerer with his army of Chaos Space Marines. Looking pretty badass, actually. Popping the Slaughter, which lowers the cooldown, or maybe it just removes the cooldown of their ranged weapons. Yeah, so they just fire and fire and fire and fire. Really amps up their DPS. Look at that. No reload time, there's no burst time, they're just constantly firing. Sorcerer goes down, trying to use Demonic Shield to support the blob of CSM, and he just ate a Blastmaster shot. And CSM with Mark of Zinch for Desked. Got some Plague Marines up for sk4zi. Help put some damage on the Death Dread, which has been a massive pain in the ass so far. The Dreadnought's taken a bunch of damage, went all the way back to base, but lives. There's a Stormboy jump. Decent Warp Vomit. And Death Dread having a good time in there against the Stormboys. They need to be very careful. Might need to jump out, fellas. There we go. They jump out. We're able to just initiate a fight at least. And there's Circle of Summoning from Dice Roll. And some Chaos Terminators from sk4zi, maybe? It's Chaos Terminators, but they're from Desked. Defending the VP. Ate a Weird Boy shot, but they're alright. We've got a Nurgle Shrine up, being worshipped, which means it's going to reinforce allies around it. Also heals them periodically and suppresses enemies. It's a pretty good shrine. Blastmaster, you're going to get a good shot here. Oh, these are your allies, Blastmaster. My apologies. Very easily confused when there's tons of Chaos fellas around. I was waiting for them to shoot over there. That would have been very chaotic. That was Sigil of the Rift. Trying to warp rift some stuff. Lost the indicator for the Sorcerer as well. 346 to 230. Death Dread almost level 3. It's done really well here with burners and bits. Nob Squad on the way for ChunkyCoates. Tier 3 for MoonkKist. VP lead for blue team. But red team looking pretty solid. Sealos does have a whirlwind which could help out with disruption. Needs to be still to fire and is relatively inaccurate, but when it hits like a full army, it's going to do some real good disruption. Not always super reliable when it comes to hitting a specific unit doing a specific thing. Mekboy gets a decap on a VP and runs. East side, a push from Desked. Where are the Terminators at? Terminators are in behind there, no upgrade yet. And Chaos Lord level 4 ready to roll. West side still red. I like MoonkKist taking this wide angle a lot of the time. It's really messing with where Sealos can position stuff, as you can see. Weird Boy takes a plasma cannon to the face. Stormboy's jumping in. Do have that heavy melee ooze chopper on the Nob leader. Now putting pressure on the Whirlwind, but look at that from Sealos. They used the Whirlwind as bait to get a pretty good barrage there. Stormboys get friendly fire from the Weird Boy. And they all have to run. Repairs. Oh, that's a Blessing of the Omnissiah, I think. So I don't see the icon on the Techmarine here. Yeah, you see the Death Dread also being repaired. Nob Squad having to flee. Plague Champions here with a Plague Fist, which is a heavy melee weapon, but it's not typically seen as something you get for anti-vehicle kind of thing, because he's so slow and the DPS isn't amazing. It's not bad, but you typically get it for the awesome Pestilent Strike. And if you can counter-initiate something in melee, you're going to hurt them quite a lot with that fist. 289 to 230. Armor of Pestilence also, and they go straight after the Death Dread. Can the Plague Marines help out here? Plague Champion goes down. Did he have... exploded a lot there? Oh, maybe he used Aura of Decay or something just before they died. A big old explosion. I think Armor of Pestilence should give him damage on like an explosive death thing like Plague Marines have. Will make up for the nerf that it got, damn it. Mark target on some Blast Master Noise Marines. Mekboy being a pain in the arse but gets dealt with. Shrine doing some good work here. Big heals. Look at that disruption from the Whirlwind. Dreadnought shows up. Fully repaired. Barrage is a pretty good one. Storm Boys get the jump. Nob Squad there to counter-initiate. Death Dread needs some repairs. Maybe we'll see another blessing of the Omnissiah Pox. I don't think... yeah, Sealos doesn't have any scouts to repair with. Blue team holding on to this VP. Plague Marines moving up, trying to finish off the Death Dread, I think, but they're being tied up here. Nob Squad is on them with huge hammers, and their Nob Leader and Mina and Greener. Fully upgraded Nobs are pretty scary for anything. Lots of disruption though. Blast Master and Weird Boy dealing with those Nob Squad there. Look at this flank from Dice Roll. Trying to get a power bash done. Death Dread shows up and says, no thank you, don't do that. Generators are barely held together as it is. These Orky generators. 278 to 182. Decent VP lead for the blue team here. We have a Chaos Predator for sk4zi going for the Mark of Tzeentch for anti-vehicle las cannons. Sealos with a very late game assault squad, which can be awesome to jump on dangerous range squads and stuff. But they're going to take a lot of counter-initiation, and they're not going to be leveled as they're just coming out fresh. Desked with also their own Chaos Predator, no mark yet. Plague Marines moving up. I don't think they... I'm not sure why they moved up so aggressively there. They had the VP. Here comes a Orks. Gets the Whirlwind. It's a decent Orks there from MoonkKist. Land Raider Phobos on the way for Dice Roll. Again, not sure why sk4zi is being so aggressive here with their units. Sit back on the VP, I say. Predator makes it out. Not sure, did they spot something they were trying to finish off there? Oh, maybe they were trying to go for this Dreadnought or something. Pushing up now is MoonkKist. Can jump out with the Storm Boys if they need to. Gonna go all in on the Nob Squad. The Nob Squad pop their frenzy for 75% damage resist. Storm Boys able to jump out. Sluggers just pulling out with Swampcom active. Storm Boys go back in. Need to be careful, fellas. There's a Warp Vomit. Gets on the attack. Assault Squad jumping in, trying to go after that Weird Boy, I guess. There's some electric armor from ChunkyCoates. On the Orc Blob. Storm Boys jump out into the electric armor. And now blue team can be on the front foot. See, I'm not sure that... I don't know why MoonkKist pushed there. I didn't see a specific target they were going for. Don't always have to push, especially when you get into the late game of a 3v3 on the contested victory point. You've got to hold it. Because that blue team are going to be dealt with, although the TAC's got a cheeky decap. The Death Dread will finally fall. It was actually friendly fire that got it from Sealos. ChunkyCoates, the Nob Squad. They still have 4 models, wow. Yes, it was friendly fire, ChunkyCoates. I don't think it would have got away anyway, though. Thick Fingers. 236 to 178. Got some Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines for sk4zi. Out late here. Get there's their aspiring champion. Barrage. Plague Marines, again, overextending to try and get a couple of shots on a Dreadnought. Losing models, maybe? Demonic Armor goes up. Or Demonic Shield, rather. I don't think they dropped a model there. Well done, fellas. Can the Sorcerer get a revive? Apparently not. Phobos moves up. CSM pushing through. This is a decent push. There's a decent amount of numbers here. And it's able to facilitate a revive. Predator tank, I think, should stay back, though. And the Phobos is going really far forward. What is it up to? Going in for the kill. Desked with 2 Predators now. Both with Mark of Zinch. And Desked is going to get, maybe, some good shots on this Phobos here. Sorcerer's level 7 for one of the revives, says sk4zi. What level is the Plague Champion? Level 5 Plague Champion does have the Mucus Discharge, so it's a really good capping hero now. Chaos Lord getting into a massive pile of Orks. Heretics might wipe. Storm Boys go for the jump, stunning the CSM. And they're going to do a lot of damage to those CSM. Chaos Lord doing some good work in there. CSM maybe get away. Maybe not, though. Those are level 4 Mark of Zinch guys as well. And they did not get away. I think it was a zap that got them in the end. Blessing of the Omnissiah from Sealos to repair all allied vehicles. Again, they got the Weird Boy. Chaos Lord got him. Here's a battle wagon from MoonkKist. Piling pressure on 214 to 161. Sneaky Commandos getting a decap, but then eating a Blastmaster shot. Double cap for blue still. Gonna get back on your VP, red team. What level is this tank for sk4zi? Hasn't leveled up yet. Oh, they get one of Desked down. We're seeing the Cult of Speed global from the Mekboy. They're speeding up all allied vehicles, and I think it lowers the cooldown of their weapons. Pretty good to have a Mekboy and a Techmarine for your vehicles. Nob Squad. ChunkyCoates level 2 going after a Land Raider Phobos. You might see the Dirge Caster here to stun them. Mekboy can't really get shots on them. But can get shots on that tank. Nob Squad go after him. Has to teleport away. Popping their frenzy. There is the Dirge Caster. Timed it for when Chaos Space Marine showed up to do some damage, I guess. 214 to 127. Red team still haven't recapped that VP. Plague Champion and Plague Marines were really far forward. But they decapped the power there. As you can see, they're kind of swarming on the blue team now. Pressure's been building up for so long that they can actually afford to push forward and through here. Chaos Terminators being subjugated by Dice Roll, using their teleport, getting them into trouble. Now they're in trouble. CSM with Mark of Zinch and Mark of Khorne. Mekboy comes in to try and help him out with a Mega Rumbler. There we go. Huge disruption. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen some good Mega Rumbler usage. It's a really fun war gear. Shakes the crap out of your screen. Dreadnought still around, level 4 with Dark Age of technology. 211 to 127. Red team did get their natural, the contested back, but they lost their natural VP to some sneaky commandos. Probably going to see a lot of that from ChunkyCoates going forward. Going to need to see a lot of that, I think. Blue team are slowly rebuilding their rosters. Oh, down goes the Dreadnought. It did so well. Just as I pointed out, as level 4 with an upgrade and stuff, it goes down. Dice Roll's got some Lightning Core Terminators of their own now, which actually look pretty badass with the Thousand Suns elite scheme. Fighting a Nob Squad, something they are pretty good at fighting. One of the few units that can do this in melee. Gets rid of them. Took a bunch of damage though. 211 to 101. Red team keeping this power locked down. Decent stabilization on the VP there with the shrine still up. What is this? Commandos. Getting, maybe stealing this power actually. They do have faster capping and pretty good at bashing as well. Doesn't seem like Dice Roll's particularly interested in that. Demonic Shield up on the Phobos I like. Level 9 Sorcerer here for Dice Roll. There's a big zap gun shot from the battle wagon and then does some casual path blocking. Oh, they're still decapping. This is nuke bait right here. Why are you parking like this? West side. Tax are going to go for a decap, but there is a Blastmaster there immediately. Oh, it misses them. Can they get the decap? Boom bolts. Not sure what these flash kits are up to. Mr. ChunkyCoates, down they go. Completely forgot about those guys, I guess. They're just sitting on this VP. Daring the blue team to come at them. Dice roll Sorcerer going to hit level 10 soon. They got a decap on the VP here. ChunkyCoates, I think they're throwing away some units to free up some pop. I think so. They do have 170 VPs to tick down. sk4zi now has a great unclean one though. Here comes a Nob Squad. And a mega rumbling Mekboy. Frenzy Pot. Land Raider Phobos on the way now for Desked. They're getting some good damage on that battle wagon. There's some Nurgle Vomit from the Great Unclean One. That big fella passively damages nearby enemies. There's some nasty abilities and powerful in melee, as you would expect. Vanguard Veterans jumping in from Sealos. Power melee guys, they do some good damage to the Great Unclean One. And there's a big nuke from Desked. Big nuke. Messed up a lot of CSM, I think. Almost got the Phobos. How is the Phobos still going? 17 hit points on this thing. That was a pretty good nuke, actually. But they still seem pretty strong, the red team. We have a refractive field Techmarine getting some capping done. 91 to 82. Double cap for red. It was a good push on this VP, but they really should have been more diligent on this contested, I think. I mean, easier said than done. Big old flank from a big old Great Unclean One. Blue team get their natural back. Dark Flames on these heretics, though, from the Sorcerer. Mekboy comes to take over, the capping. And here is the Phobos of Desked with those las cannons on. What level of Chaos Lord get? Level 9 Chaos Lord doing insane amounts of damage with his lightning claws now. Nob Squad got level 4 as well. No son of a pain boy. Here come flash kits. I don't think they meant to lose those flash kits before, but I think they sacrificed the shooter boys. Commandos getting a cheeky decap again. Might need to run though. There we go. That could be vital. 36 to 82 on the VPs. Sorcerer with a actually pretty powerful Doom Bolts messed up some heretics. In fact, it wiped those heretics, I think, that Desk had. Not sure what these heretics are doing from dice roll. Got lost. The Phobos of dice roll got taken out by those commandos, I'm guessing. MoonkKist has a Nob Squad of their own now, chasing the Phobos down. Dest has got this Predator in a strange position as well, level 3. Chaos Lord's on the VP here. Dirgecaster's been used. Everything piling onto the Phobos. Chaos Lord could maybe help out with Kill the Weak and Destructive Strike. Or let the Galaxy burn. There we go, there's some disruption. Can get incredibly disruptive, the Chaos Lord. Now level 10. Just tore apart shooter boys. And another nuke from Dest. And it's another good one. Just munched a bunch of Orks into it. And stays on the VP. Well done, Desk. 36 to 66 on the VPs. Sternguard Veterans for Sealos. Trying to get on the west side maybe. These are Vanguard Veterans pushing through. Trying to get that pesky Blastmaster out of there. And by out of there, they mean kill it. Heretics are not helping. The Shrine's gone down and Heretics are not responding, I guess. sk4zi is focused elsewhere. Mark target on the Heretics. Down go the Blastmasters. There's a Rocks now on the Sternguard. They've got Vengeance rounds loaded in for some reason. Good versus Super Heavy and vehicles. They should be using actually Hellfire rounds against Plague Marines. Plague Marines are regular infantry. 36 to 42. Back on this VP. Demonic shield up. Great Unclean One taken out. Big heal on kill on those Chaos Space Marines. This Chaos Lord has been absolutely immense. Absolutely immense on this VP. Maybe he could use Kill the Weak here. Maybe it's been used already. He's going to go down. Did an amazing job on that VP though. Double cap now for blue. Is that enough? That might be enough. MoonkKist with some late Gretchens here. I think they're just default Gretchens as well. Oh no, they're the orderly medic fellas. Can heal over time. But it's better to use at the end of a fight because it stuns the unit as well. They got wrecked and blue team take it. Holy crap. What a comeback. Level 8 Techmarine. Sealos pushing the west side at exactly the right time with the right units. Ended the game with just double plasma cannon devs. The Vanguard veterans and the Stern Guard both sacrificed to get this west side. Level 10 Mekboy with a level 4 Nob Squad. The commanders did a huge amount of work. Got a bunch of decaps on the natural VP. Dest was amazing at the end with his Chaos Lord. Perfectly timed Little Galaxy Burn. Really good nuke as well. Without that nuke, I don't know if they would have done it. Because that really messed up MoonkKist and their Orks that were here. Dice rolls, level 10 Sorcerer. Level 8 Plague Champion down. All 3 red heroes down actually. And a level 5 Mekboy down. What an awesome game. Thank you for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.